Next on the slate for our double feature episode, it's a look at the work of Mr. Mike Carey.
Yeah.
Now, the new series that he's brought out through Boom Studios is a twist on the superhero genre called Suicide Risk. But what else are we looking at?
Well, we shall be taking a look at Volume 1 of his long-running series, The Unwritten, Tommy Taylor and the Bogus Identity.
Excellent. Now, I first started reading Mike Carey's work with his outstanding run on Hellblazer. How about you?
It was actually a standalone called God Save the Queen, which is still one of my favourite books. And then I went on to the Sandman spin-off Lucifer, which is awesome. But enough. We are talking about The Unwritten.
That's right. But it's hard to know where to start with this one, though, because the plot is rather complicated. It revolves around a young man named Tom Taylor, who is an unwilling celebrity due to his father creating an insanely popular series of books about a boy wizard called Tommy Taylor. The reference to the Harry Potter books is obvious, but the literary references are only just beginning.
Yeah, even Tommy being co-opted into literature by his father is in reference to A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh and his own son Christopher Robin. But in the end, The Unwritten is a story about the power of stories and the people who manipulate them for their own gain.
Yeah, not just in a figurative way. Characters and magical items from literature start to make their way into the real world, and Tom Taylor's life spins completely out of control. It would probably be a waste of time to try and summarise the high-concept awesome that is The Unwritten in a short review, but suffice to say that it traipses through just about every literary landscape you can imagine, and artwork by Peter Gross keeps perfect pace.
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? It transitions perfectly when the story goes to other times or to other realities. There are echoes of other titles within this, like the Fables, but it still has a very unique voice. The Unwritten is an incredibly clever story and comes highly recommended. It's a buy from me.
Yeah, look, the concept of belief being created by stories and then that affecting the real world, it's a really interesting concept, and it keeps you guessing as the story goes along. This is a big buy from me as well.
Awesome. Next up, Suicide Risk. Now, our last time we had a look at a Boom Studios title, it was Polarity, and you were quite surprised that you liked it. So what about this latest offering from the studio of Boom?
It's pretty cool.
Yes, it is, isn't
Yeah.
it? I couldn't help but be reminded of Bendis and Oeming's Powers series whilst reading this.
Oh, yeah.
And yet, once again, Carey has taken a kind of familiar premise and given it such a unique take. The lead character is a police officer named Leo. Superpowers have only recently become a fact in the world, and the police are woefully outmatched against a varied group of whacked-out supercriminals.
Each of them with great names like Grudge War, Memento Mori, and Dr. Maybe. There's also a bit of a question mark hanging as to why the few good guys with superpowers either go insane or become evil so quickly.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, when a cop who's seen so many of his friends get taken down by superpowered bad guys has a chance to get some superpowers of his own and strike back, what's a guy to do?
Well, in the end, I thought he made the decision to get superpowers just a little bit too quickly, given the facts at hand.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if he hadn't made that decision, it would be kind of a boring story, really.
That's a pretty good point, yeah.
I think both Elena Casagrande on art and Andrew Elder on colours deserve a big shout out here though. So many new characters and situations being thrown at us could have been really confusing, but it's handled with great dexterity. I like the look of all these superpowered characters, and this really does feel like a world that's only going to get more interesting as we delve further into the story. I really enjoyed this. It's a buy from me.
Yeah, look, I definitely want to see these characters throw down again. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even if Leo did cast caution to the wind a little too readily for our liking, he is still an engaging character, and I want to see where this goes. It's a buy from me as well.
Awesome.